Hey, hey, fam. My fly ladies and gents, welcome back to 111 PB Fly. I hope everybody is doing well, ready for these holidays if you celebrate Christmas. If you don't, I get it, but it's every day is about love and just being happy to be around family and those that you care about. So it doesn't have to be a holiday, but hope everybody is doing well. So we're gonna dive in. Thank you to my subscribers. I love you guys as I am building this channel. You can also check me out on TikTok. It's 111 PB Fly. Um, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to get these messages out to those that need to hear it. This is a general reading, so take what resonates. If it's not for you, just leave it there. No worries. It's just energy. Everybody has their own story, their own timeline. So with that being said, what I'm picking up first and foremost is that there is still somebody in the collective or um, a part of the collective or somebody that you know that's around you. They're not standing their ground. They're not being firm on creating boundaries and speaking up for themselves. Speaking up for what they believe in. Just being true to themselves. They're having a hard time breaking free from, you know, people that are around them or the environments that they've placed themselves in that's, not for them. It's very hard to release toxicity. But, your spirit guides are asking you to be brave. They're asking you to be real with yourself and trust that they got you. Just know that you are loved and you deserve love. And, keep pushing forward to be your authentic self. Also, when you have self-sabotaging, when you have a self-sabotaging mindset is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it can make you think with a narrow-minded focus, and that just be open to consider all the possibilities around you. Look at what makes you happy, like when you're around certain people, what helps you thrive, what things pull you down, like what makes you feel like you're confused. Just think about each situation as it presents itself. Where are you when you're feeling like this? What's around you when you're feeling like this? Learn to gauge the things around you, consider the options so that you can open up with confidence and choose the right path that's for your highest good moving forward. And with that also, don't be afraid to see things through. What I'm saying? Break the karmic cycles, pay attention to the things that you're in so you're not, stuck in just doing the same thing over and over and not progressing in life. Your angels and spirit guides, they're saying that they don't want you to move in fear. They want you to, shift your way of thinking and inspire yourself or be around those that inspire you. So, you don't feel controlled and that you can move with a higher judgment. And with judgment coming out of my mouth, that was the next thing I was actually about to say. There's still things that you're not releasing, whether it's people, situations, visions. You're not releasing things to see, to help you build yourself to get on that right path so you can have a clear eyesight of what's going on around you. And all of these things need to be done in a fair manner so then that way you can heal. So you're not taking charge. You're being asked to take charge and jump in. Strategize on how you can move forward to heal and have a balanced, more authentic life. Okay, so let's get into the tarot and see what's on the table for the collective. All right, see what is going to come out today. I hope it's something different because this stagnant energy is, What do we have? We have the Page of Swords, okay? Someone is vengeful. That's not a good look. We got the Page of Wands, all right? Somebody is cruel and vengeful in the energies. It's two different energies. We have Justice in reverse. So somebody's going through some legal issues. Things are unbalanced. Wow, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, somebody's losing money as well. Bottom of the deck, we have Two of Wands. So somebody had options here. They had two paths that they could have taken. And it appears that whatever path they took is not working out for them, which is pissing somebody off. And there's a lot of legal issues going on here with this. Actually, let's do this way. Yeah. All right. Let's see. What do we have going on with this Page of Swords here? All right. We have the Star. We have the Knight of Swords. All right. So somebody here is trying to bring healing and hope to a situation. We just spoke about that. Pay attention to the things in your circle, your environment. With this healing and inspiration, someone here was vengeful, created a lot of disturbances. With this quick communication, somebody was definitely moving reckless in this energy, and they were confident that, that this mischievous actions that were being presented were going to cause a disturbance. But, somebody here has done a lot of healing, a lot of spiritual healing, and they are creative. And with this being said, this individual has overpowered this situation. With this Star here, this person that was moving quickly and reckless, being vengeful towards this Star, the Star already healed, and there's nothing that can be done here to damage the wishes that this person is already on. They're very creative, and they already have a mindset to move forward. With Judgment here, there's definitely, speaking of moving forward, there's definitely been an awakening, a reascension, like there's a new birth. So this person has already healed from a situation, and they're moving in a whole new direction. They're calm, and if the time is now for this individual to move with karma. I feel like this is good karma. This person is moving away from a situation, and they're moving upward. All right, and we have trust this path. So this person is trusting the path that they're on. They don't have any doubts or fears moving forward, because they know without a doubt that they are moving in the right direction. They're getting their wishes granted. All right, with root chakra here, this person is grounded, they're stable, and they're focused on their basic needs at this time. They're not entertained or intertwined with the foolery. With the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands here, with hollow young man, I just feel like somebody was real shallow and cruel in this situation. With this Four of Pentacles and this Four of Wands in reverse, somebody was very stubborn and moving in fear and trying to control a situation here with this shallow energy. And because of this, there will be no celebrations. There was no partnership. They lost this partnership, or was released. I feel like somebody played a lot of games. Like they were real fake with this theatrical, hollow young man energy. They just walked around and moved through life like it was a game. They were mean on purpose, and they just put out a lot of negativity unnecessarily. Unwarranted is what I really mean to say. We have life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. All right. So this person did not care about how they were moving and whether it hurt you or not. With this cruel intentions, they just, randomly just dropped shit on you and didn't care. Like, this is just how it was. With mediumship in reverse, this person can no longer communicate with spirits. So I feel like maybe they were on the dark side. They were using some type of, they were intertwining in some type of dark magic that they no longer have access to. Private gifts. All right, so they did not use, or they aren't able to use their gifts anymore. So maybe they did have spiritual gifts, but they used them on the darker side, and they've been stripped. Move this this up here. So what do we have? Power. They did this because they wanted the power over a situation, and by moving in this cruel, by being cruel in this partnership or relationship, they thought that they thought that moving in this way they would have power over you by being cruel. I don't know why they would feel this way, but they didn't pay attention to the sorrow that it brought. They didn't have any regrets on how they moved in this situation. Um, let's see, what else do we need to know? I'm gonna leave that there. We're with justice here. This brought about a lot of lies and imbalance, a lot of abuse. And this person is now somehow tied up into some type of legal entanglements. We have the Sun card here, which means that somebody's been enlightened about this situation, and a marriage is falling apart, a friendship or some type of relationship that did not get a fairy tale ending. Like, it completely fell apart. The sun has been put on this, a light has been shown on to this situation, and now there's harsh judgment for this, which is why we saw that good karma up there earlier. So somebody now is gets relief from this situation, and they get to move in a higher vibration, or because they have self-love, they're moving in a high vibration, and they're moving in happiness and becoming this inspirational leader. What else do we have? Yeah. So with these lies and this insecurity, these false accusations, it was meant to take somebody's happiness. They didn't want you to move in happiness and with confidence and build friendships or stable friendships. So while one situation is coming apart, well, I ain't gonna say why it's coming apart. They moved in this harsh abuse like energy because they didn't want someone happy. It's like they hate to see you happy. They hate to see you having friends and moving confidently, but you still you still outshone you still outshine these individuals, and you're still a leader. You're still moving in truth and self-love and inspirational and very creative, and they can't take that from you. So that's what I'm getting with this aura in reverse. And with this red aura, impulsive, they want you to move out of your ego. But you're passionate in a way that you move in truth and love. It's not ego driven. They wanted to put you in this energy, but again, you were enlightened and you move in truth. It's not ego based, and you're coming out of these rough patches. So you're no longer in a period of hard times and devastation. Things are going to be moving up for you. With this Nine of Pentacles here, somebody was having a lot of losses when it comes to friendships, projects, possible relationships. We have the Neon Awakening in reverse. Okay, so this is a twin flame situation, a false flame situation, and with the Wheel of Fortune here, the destiny is on the up and up. So, it's a completion of a cycle. Somebody, again, is getting good karma. The sun hasn't been enlightened on this situation. You're moving up in the world. You're realizing that this situation was not for you. This was not the relationship for you. They desired to have you moving in this reckless energy where you're losing friends, money, happiness. They just wanted to see you busted and disgusted. It's crazy. With this Uranus in reverse, this situation, whoever was sending you this energy, they refuse to change, and because they refuse to change, they don't get to have freedom. They don't get to have creative ideas where they get to invent things that they're considering is not the shift. They refuse to shift into a higher light. And with cleanse here, I feel like this individual needs to cleanse their energy. They need to remove the toxic energy in order to be able to make changes for the better for themselves. In fact, I feel like you cleanse yourself from this energy. And this is why you're not having any effects from, this negativity, because you're in a higher power. You're not in this indigenous energy as well. Like they want you to be, they try to paint you out to be something you're not. With patterns here, they want you to be in this repetitive cycle. Maybe at some point you were connected, because it says twin in reverse, so, or soulmate in reverse. Maybe you were with this person, you thought this person was for you, and things proved themselves to be different, and so you relocated. You stepped to the side like, look, and if this person can't change, then they just going to be stuck where they are. You don't have time for it. And you removed yourself. Arranged marriage. Somebody wanted this to come together, and you refused. You said, I'm out. This is not for me. This is not where I need to be. Okay? And you avoided a sickness. You avoided getting yourself entangled in these patterns, catching some type of illness here. So kudos to you for listening to your inner self and moving in a sense of trusting your own discernment. Okay, with this Two of Wands here, of course we see somebody had a choice. Somebody had a choice to make, but it seems like they went the wrong way and did not detach from something. Let's see, we have the Four of Swords here, and we have the Five of Cups. So somebody refused to heal. They didn't spend time alone to be able to get a higher perspective of a situation, and now they want to come out of this sadness and this depression and betrayal. But again, with the Two of Wands here, somebody had a choice. Everybody has choices in life, and it's all up to you to know which choices to make. And again, we spoke before the situation, before I started the reading, we talked about people using their, I didn't use the word discernment, but basically, releasing judgment, and standing on what they believe in, breaking free from things and considering the options. Pay attention to things, that are around you, and, not seeing things through. Being stuck in fear will keep you in, the karmic patterns and loops. And if you're not woke, then you just won't know, For those of you who know, you get it. So with that Two of Wands energy, somebody was planning to move forward, or they're planning to move forward. They know they have to come out of these, make a solid choice here, but they haven't done the healing. They haven't put in that time to do the work. And so now they want out of this betrayal and this, depression. Okay, we have, if you feel like you're losing everything, remember trees lose their leaves every year, yet they still stand tall and wait for better days to come. This is in reverse. So somebody does not have hope that things will change for them. Again, you have to take the time to do the healing. Persecution is here. So I feel like with this sun and enlightenment here, the light is being shown on this individual, and people are talking. People are talking like they're getting their ass handed to them for the cruel decisions that they did and the things that how they moved or whatever. With Latin America in reverse, this person may not be from, the Latin region. With this farmer energy, they were hoping that these lives would grow and turn into something else. I guess like to, that the cruelty and the deception and things of that nature would ruin you. They were hoping that, that situation would ruin you. Spiritual. They wanted to ruin you spiritually. Like they either use spirituality to try to ruin you, or they try to ruin your spirituality within yourself. But you stayed grounded here, and you stayed on your path. All of this is just looping right back around. You stayed on your path. What else do we need to know? I feel like I need to use this evil eye deck. What does collective need to know in this situation, Holy Spirit? What do you want collective to know in regards to this situation? Okay, I'm just going to take them because they both out. Ooh, a scorn love, an old fling, or your current recent ex-partner still feels pain and rejection from a deep betrayal. Well, not a deep betrayal, and betrayal. The person hating on you has narcissist behavior. Okay, that's in reverse. So if somebody's changing slightly, smoky quartz provides a cloak of invisibility, allowing you to go unnoticed and removing vulnerability. Okay, bottom of the deck, seek someone to perform or learn a cord cutting ritual. Judging your family background culture, so they're no longer judging you for your spirituality here. They can't stand to see you shine. Okay. All right, so that's some information there. What else do I want to use for you guys? Let's see. Can we get a clue on who this might be? For collective, can collective get an idea on who this might be? I mean, it's out, so let's just take it. Somebody might have brown eyes. Somebody might be a brunette. Okay, somebody might not have a car right now. All right, who else? What else do we need to know? What does collective need to know who this person might be? Who might this person be? Oof. Accent. I speak with a little accent. They don't have an accent. They're not tall. Okay. Anything else? Can I get one more card for collective? Who might this person be? Athletic body. I'm a gym rat. Okay. Got a few more minutes here. Let's see. What else does collective need to know? What is the outcome of this situation? That's too many cards. That's too many. What does collective need to know that's coming up? What's hidden? What does collective need to know? And then we get an outcome. What does collective need to know? Nine of Swords. All right, somebody is unhappy. They have obsessive feelings, having a lot of anxiety and stress. They feel guilty about the past. All right. Let's slide these up. Let's see. What else? All right. Knight of Cups, Page of Swords. So somebody that is no longer in player energy. They don't have true love. They're not trustworthy. With the Page of Cups in reverse, they don't have a message of love. They're no longer admiring someone either. Okay. What else? Solar plexus. This person has low self-esteem issues. They don't have any confidence right now. They're in a lot of karmic debt. Things are unbalanced for them, and they have not done the healing that they need to. So they need to do a lot of self-healing. Psychic knowledge by tasting. Okay, this person might be drinking. Maybe when they drink, things come to them. When they're drunk, they have visions or insight. How is this person feeling? Self-worth. Okay, self-doubt, low ego, low confidence. That's just confirmation of what I just said. All right, let's get you some spiritual guidance. Let's close this out. And I'll come back later. Let's get some spiritual guidance. Oof, that's too many, y'all. Ask my guides. Guys, can we get 1 or 2 cards for the collective? What do they need to know? Can we get 1 or 2 cards for the collective? All right, that's 3. I'm just going to take it. Closure, goals, and leadership. So somebody's moving in their higher self. The guides are teaching them, and they're following their guardian angels. The guardian angels gave them closure. The teacher guides are helping them with their goals, and their higher self is pushing them towards leadership. So somebody broke away from this cycle. The number 5, 25, and 14 might be significant to someone. Let's get you some angel What does the angels want to tell you from the Ask Angel Oracle? Let's see if we can get an angel message here to close this out. Manifest unity and love, Archangel Uriel. Okay. Manifest with love. Manifest with love. Thank you guys for sticking in here with me. Please like, share, subscribe. You can feel free to drop a message. Readings are available. If you would like to get a reading with me, you can email propheticbutterfly111@gmail. And I appreciate all of your views. Any donations, they definitely will help with the channel as the channel is growing. And let's see what Archangel Uriel has to say. If I can find her. Where are you, boo? That's Archangel Michael. Right, manifest with love. Here we go. All right. Love holds great power, which we angels are aware of, and which your realm is beginning to become aware of also. Indeed, the power of love will help you manifest and create what you want. Love is the fuel for your ability to create in your reality. Understand that this love begins with you. If you are looking for love outside of yourself, look no further, for even in the most romantic sense, love must be found within. We angels send the frequency and vibrations of love to cleanse and lift your energy now. Allow your heart to open wide and allow your energy of divine love to swirl around you and to be completely present with you here and now. You are so loved, and as you love, you lift, and as you lift more and more of your authentic truth, of your authentic power, of your divine birthright, of your highest path becomes known to you. Let love be your guide, and you will be led well. For the power of love does not end with you. When you are loving, this love flows out, infuses the collective conscious, and what you send, you indeed begin to attract to you in return. As you love aspects of your life, as you love the people who you care about, as you love yourself, more and more love is drawn to you in the form of that which you desire to create. Love in the form of blessings and in the form of angels who are always with you, awaiting your commands, awaiting an opportunity to assist in helping you open more love and more light to raise vibration and truly be transformed into the angelic being that you are at your essence and at your core. Choose love. Okay? I hope this message helps. Y'all speak what you want into existence. Be kind to somebody. Love yourself. And for anybody that hurt you, forgive yourself and forgive them. Not for them, but for you. All right? Happy holidays. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye.